Sports. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. Here's Castle. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing to start the drive. Campbell. And he'll find Moreau here. This defense for the Chiefs, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Campbell under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Campbell. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different, because on the previous play he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
To throw again on 2nd down. Castle going underneath for Charles. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get...
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. And that looked almost to be a case of, you know, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Here's Charles. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now Castle. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Charles. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year, 10th overall. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Chiefs 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback sack. A fumble on the play.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
Chiefs 7.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Campbell. Looking for Murphy, and he finds him complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
First down, a run with McFadden. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Campbell. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Campbell now throwing on 4th down. He finds his man complete. That's Murphy.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17, G7.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
A dump off for Charles. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now Campbell to throw on 2nd down. Out to the left, that's where the tight end Moreau is. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
To throw is Campbell on first down. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Well, sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Now the try here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 2nd and 7, Castle. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw here. That's complete. It's Charles. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Campbell. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Murphy. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Campbell. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's got it. And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with McFadden. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders would extend their lead here just before halftime. Play after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And he returns this to the 22. Campbell throwing on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll make it second down.
7 brings up second and 3.
From the gun, Campbell. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there for the Raiders. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's Campbell looking to throw on second down. His throw incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Campbell now from the gun on third down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Murphy. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to lead to a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll run it. Here's McFadden. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good open.